Tēnā koutou katoa. I declare this congregation to be in session. To open our proceedings, please remain standing and join with us as we sing our university waiata. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Kia ora tātou. Nā mihi ki a rātou kua nāro e te tirohanga kano he haere koutou haere o te atu. Ki a tātou te kānohi ora e huhi nei I raro I te maru o ruhine tararua mauna. Tēnā koutou rangatāna ki Manawatū. Kanui te mihi ki a koutou no reira tēnā koutou, kia ora anō tātou katoa. Vice-Chancellor, Massey University, Council members, members of the university community, members of the Manawatū Campus Graduation Committee, distinguished guests, graduands and families, I extend a very warm welcome to you all to this spring graduation for 2019, the last of 3 ceremonies. My name is Michael Ahi. I am Chancellor of the Massey University Council, which means I chair the group responsible for overseeing the university's governance. It also means that as council we have great pleasure in presiding over graduation ceremonies here in Palmerston North this week. A slight change to proceedings today, graduands. Due to a recent operation on my shoulder, I will not be able to shake your hands. My surgeon said 4 handshakes is fine, 400 not so. You'll be pleased to know that I still will be able to cap you as my left arm is fully operational. This week, Massey University is bestowing a total of 48 qualifications on 448 students. At this ceremony, degrees will be conferred and diplomas awarded in the Centre for Professional and Continuing Education and the Colleges of Creative Arts, Health and Humanities and Social Sciences. A total of 143 in person plus a further 18 in absentia. Graduations are festive occasions and one of the biggest celebrations of academic success. Today is about you, the graduands. Today is also about your friends and family who have encouraged and supported you in good times and the not so good, and who are here to acknowledge your success. I ask you, please support us out there. Please feel free to cheer and applaud and tautoko when your loved ones cross the stage today. This is not a day to be shy. The academic staff and council members seated behind me and the many professional staff who have put in a phenomenal amount of time and effort into the occasion also take satisfaction on this special day. By the end of today, you will become part of a Massey alumni family that now numbers in excess of 143,000 people worldwide. That alone reminds us of the impact a university qualification has for students, their families, and indeed the community at large. I want to congratulate those who have completed one of our pathways programs provided by Professional and Continuing Education. We look forward to seeing those students pursue their academic journey. We are here also to celebrate the graduates from the Colleges of Creative Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Health and Professional and Continuing Education. Congratulations to all of you who will cross the stage today. We are delighted to welcome Professor Cynthia White, a renowned scholar in applied linguistics, as the new Vice-Chancellor of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Cynthia has built a formidable academic career internationally in linguistics research, including identity and online and distance language learning and language and settlement issues for immigrants and refugees. She takes over from distinguished Professor Paul Spoonley, who stepped down in June after 6 years in this role. He is pursuing his sociology research here and abroad on population, immigration, racism and free speech. Under Professor White's leadership, the college will continue to develop innovative programs, and the new Master of Sustainable Development Goals is an excellent example, based of course on the United Nations 17 Big Goals. It will equip and empower professionals and researchers to tackle the urgent social, economic, and environmental issues of the day. You can also be very confident that you are graduating from an institution that is producing research at the very highest level. 5 researchers from Humanities and Social Sciences were awarded Marsden Fund grants this year for projects as diverse as cultural understandings of mathematics among Pacifica learners, the impact of rogenomics on farming communities, and industrial relations in the 70s and 80s. The College of Health has had similar research grant success. Professor Helen Moiwaka-Barnes, Te Kapotai Ngāpū Nui Tonu from Shaw and the Wairiki Research Centre was recently awarded nearly $5 million to investigate environmental and kaupapa Māori initiatives aimed at providing much-needed gains in Māori health outcomes. The college is also extremely proud of Dr. Catherine Hay, who has been recognised for her significant contribution to fieldwork learning, including introducing innovations to fieldworks placements. Toi Rau Wairangi, College of Creative Arts, Wellington School of Design, Ngā Pai Mahutonga, has also been recognised for the quality of its programs. I'm very proud of this. It was named the #1 university in the Asia Pacific region by global design award agency Red Dot this year. So for us here at Massey, we're not only helping students to shape their own future, we're also helping to shape the future of Aotearoa, New Zealand, and indeed the world. Innovation is a driving force, an important one, in education, as we as a university embrace change and engage with today's formidable challenges. And as part of the Massey University strategic goal of business excellence, we are investing in our own people, in our infrastructure, and in particular the student learning and student management systems, and also our information technology systems and the physical environment. You can be assured that we are future-proofing our university for the current and the next generations of New Zealanders. Ladies and gentlemen, a few final words to our graduates before they cross the stage. Congratulations once more. Continue to work hard and take all the opportunity that life gives you. I urge you to stay connected with your wonderful alma mater and your university family through our Alumni Association. I know as your Chancellor that you will continue to strive, to aim high, and to succeed in whatever you choose to accomplish in your life. Do us proud. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. By the authority of the Council of Massey University, I, Michael Ahi, Chancellor, will now award the certificates and diplomas and confer the degrees on those to be presented and on those in absentia. Associate Dean of Research in the College of Health, Associate Professor Ian Laird, the Director of Teaching and Learning for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Professor Lisa Emerson, and a Senior Tutor in the Institute of Education, Dr. Judith Donaldson, will call the names of graduates and recipients of certificates and diplomas in the College of Creative Arts, College of Health, and the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Pro-Vice Chancellor of the College of Health, Professor Jane Mills, and Pro-Vice Chancellor for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Professor Cynthia White, will hand out the scrolls.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation and the Master of Management the graduand I am about to name. Kiu Kiu Chen. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Certificate of University Preparation the candidates I am about to name. Shahana Aroha Mariana Tahiri. Natasha Rangawai Horowa Teri Teri Tomo. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Foundation Certificate in Academic English the candidate I am about to name. Melanie Fanny Renault. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Design the graduand I am about to name. Dora Jessica Margaret Remersval. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Health Science the graduands I am about to name. Boris James Raymond Clark. Alicia Grace Gilchrist. Anna Frances Hogarth. Amanda Tanya Horn. Courtney Maria Hull. Ramon Miguel Martin Coronacion Ligaraldi. Sky Ann McConnell. Madison Ann Ryan. Fane Lavinia Imiletoni Samate. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science the graduand I am about to name. Ruotong Wu. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Nursing the graduands I am about to name. Louisa Elizabeth Cousins. Holly Sarah Hanson. Swendi Manchares Libranda. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Social Work the graduands I am about to name. Charlene Elizabeth Elliott. Sharon Lucille Marshall. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Sport and Exercise the graduands I am about to name. Patsy Aviola La Samoa Salafina Akeli McKenzie. Courtney Louise Buchanan. Emma Elizabeth Coleman. Nicholas David Fox. James Isaac Rorangi Gray. Lisa Harrison. James Henry Harvey. Elijah Jesse Houlihan. Lachlan Stewart Waugh. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety the candidates I am about to name. Donald Carl Ukram. Juan Rian Engelbrecht. Nicole Chanty Bonvena Pasque. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Certificate in Social Work the candidate I am about to name. Bulpreet Kaur Dat. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing the candidates I am about to name. Johanna Catherine Cleaver. Ronan John Portugal Militante. Jamie Heatherly Slater with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Public Health the candidate I am about to name. Marianne Helen Vine. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Rehabilitation the candidate I'm about to name. Rachel Shadaya. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Applied Social Work the graduands I'm about to name. Sarah Alexandra Cumming. Craig Dunlop. Tui Charlotte Smith. Elizabeth Grace Whitcomb Price, First Class Honours. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Nursing the graduand I'm about to name. Tanya Marie Edon with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Public Health the graduands I'm about to name. Shanika Rukmali Jayasinghe. Rosemary Miyoba Hakayobe Wipiko. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Sport and Exercise the graduand I'm about to name. John Daniel Monaghan with distinction. Thank you, Chancellor.
We will now proceed with the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Literature, honoris causa. I'm delighted to introduce Mr. Jim Jeffries, who will read the citation for the award of the degree of Doctor of Literature, honoris causa.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honour for me to be here today to present this award to a very worthy recipient. Jill White, HNZM, has an outstanding record of public service. Her contribution to Manawatū and to New Zealand have been significant, most notably through her political leadership and her active promotion of the environment, heritage and social justice. Jill has been a pioneering figure in her political life. She was the first woman to be elected as a Member of Parliament for Manawatū and the first woman to be elected as Mayor of Palmerston North City. I had the privilege of serving alongside Jill as Deputy Mayor during her term as Mayor of Palmerston North and have the utmost admiration for her political acumen, her ethical behaviour and her wise counsel. Jill had a remarkable career in politics. It spanned 30 years and covered all three levels of democratic government in our country. Now that's a very, very rare situation for anybody to find themselves in, and very, very special. She began as a city councillor in Palmerston North in 1983 and concluded with 2 terms on Horizons Regional Council in 2013. In between, she was elected to Parliament in the Manawatū electorate. She was a trailblazer for women in politics. When she entered Parliament in 1993, there had only been 36 MPs in the preceding 140 years of parliamentary government in New Zealand. She is a role model for many women who have since been elected to local, regional and national levels of government. In her time as an MP, Jill was prominent as Labour spokesperson for research, science and technology, environment and biosecurity and Crown Institutes. Her expertise in science and the environment was further recognised in 2000 when she was appointed Chair of the Environmental Risk Management Authority, known to many of us as IRMA. Jill's record of outstanding public service goes beyond her high-profile political roles and her significant contribution to democratic governance in New Zealand. Her contribution to the local community is equally significant, but like many other local heroes, it is often under-recognised. Jill's background as a public health nurse and teacher and her acute social conscience prepared her for the many community and social organisations she has served on. These have ranged from the District Committee for the Prevention of Child Abuse to the National Committee of Women, and many others. Jill is especially passionate about local history and heritage. Over many years, she has invested her energy into ensuring our heritage, in all forms, is recognised and celebrated. She is a long-serving member of the Palmerston North Heritage Trust. Jill is an accomplished historian in her own right, with knowledge and experience very valuable to the Trust in the promotion and achievement of its objectives. Her postgraduate studies at Massey University have reflected this passion, as illustrated by her master's thesis, which focused on the relationship between Palmerston North and the Manawatū River. She is also a regular contributor to the Manawatū Journal of History and to Palmerston North City Library's Local History Week, and is currently providing support for the Palmerston North History Project undertaken by Massey staff. In summary, Jill's contribution to public service has been outstanding. She has been a strong leader, advocate, and role model for women in politics. So has her commitment to her local community through her service to many community organisations. Jill White is a very worthy recipient of this award. Chancellor, it is my very great pleasure to present to you for the award of Doctor of Literature, honoris causa, Jill White.
Ms. Jacqueline Jill White for graduation in the degree of Director of Literature, honoris causa of this university. It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. White to address the graduates.
Chancellor, members of Council, the Vice-Chancellor, members of staff, distinguished guests, all those who are graduating today, and families and supporters. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Congratulations to each of you who graduate today, celebrating years of study and the achievement of a goal or many goals, perhaps through considerable hardship and even a few failures along the way. We all have a few failures. My wish for you is that you savour this moment today and then find further goals ahead that are rich and rewarding. Congratulations also to the staff who rejoice with you as you celebrate the fruits of years of learning, with staff who have given a real lead in teaching, research, and administration. My thanks for the honour given me today. I feel immensely privileged to be recognised in this way by a universe that has been so important to me over many years, a university that has opened doors of learning. I started as an extramural student when I was a public health nurse in Dannevirke. I have to say, public health nursing's a great job. The extramural education offered by this university is a superb opportunity for many outside the main centres to find their path to worlds that open up, paths to enhance a future. After I came to Palmerston North, I was able for a few years to become a full-time student, and I walked on air. It was a wonderful period of my life for which I am ever grateful. And I'm mindful of lines from a poem by John Keats about worlds that open up to one. And I quote, "Then felt I like some watcher in the skies when a new planet swims into his ken, or like stout Cortes when with eagle eyes he stared at the Pacific, and all his men looked at each other with a wild surmise, silent upon that peak in Darien." Now, I'm not advocating for the paths that Cortes subsequently took, but his eyes did see challenges and opportunities. I've had an ongoing opportunity to enjoy the learning, the challenges, the new experiences, and the interaction with others in this Massey community. I acknowledge the College of Humanities and Social Sciences particularly, with the mind-enriching worlds of history and sociology that I entered. My gratitude is immense to staff and to fellow students for those rich years. Special thanks are to Dr. James Watson, who supervised my master's thesis, and for the two great qualities he showed. The first was his intelligent interest in the work I was doing. The second was the discipline he insisted on, discipline that I ensured I completed the task, and I suspect many of you graduating today will have people that you respect in the same way. I also want to say thanks to my husband, Bruce Wilson, who showed me a tool to assist with the years of study and assignments. This is because he introduced me 30 years ago to the computer and rescued me from a typewriter that I used incompetently and with increasing frustration. So, keeping in mind those who give support, I've recently been watching competitors in the Ninja Warrior Australia as they tough challenges, reach their individual limits, sometimes end up falling in the various ponds along the way, but they smile and they vow to come back and try again. At every stage, they had impressive support from family, friends, and from each other. To all support people here today, I say, you are vitally important and will continue to be so. Ongoing challenges and responsibilities face all of us who are privileged through our education. We have a responsibility to use it and to keep developing our skills and our wisdom as we move from here. We must be involved in dealing with the issues facing this world, whether it be action about climate change, and I strongly suspect there are students here today who were part of the recent climate change marches in Palmerston North. Then there's poverty, cleaning up waterways, entering local government, and that's a rich career, or inspiring others through great teaching, adding richness to lives through the creative arts. Through all these, you are needed. We are needed to use our knowledge and our abilities to strengthen the communities to which we belong. There are challenges ahead for all of us, after you've had a good holiday, that is. But may we meet those challenges in good heart and with determination. Thank you.
Tēnā koe, Dr. White. Thank you for your wonderful messages. Let us now proceed and continue with the conferment of degrees and the awarding of university diplomas and certificates.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Arts the graduands I am about to name. Fernando Alvarez Dominguez. Sarah Jane Ashworth. Hannah Nicole Bennett. Catherine Joan Bott. Hayley Maharatanga Burton. Nicholas John Boons. Gregory Paul Cately. Lisa Michelle Christie. Angela Marion Cudd. Fiona Jane Cullen. Zena Maria Tetekura Gatoni Hepitahuia. Douglas Ronald Goodall. Simone Jasmine Gordon. Ellen Kate Gowan. Manat Singh Gruel. Richard John Hardcastle. Therese Olive Marie Holmes. Peter David Isles. Melanie Barbara Jiang. Jiwan Kim. Matthew John Knapp. Giselle Margaret Larkin. Briar Linklater. Oliver Graham Lombard. Niall Paul Maddox Hubbard. Olivia Elizabeth Marie Mulder. Jessica Ann Polglace. Sally Faye Pollock. Geordie Tollian Prestige. April Marie Rees. Catherine Tegan Shield. Graham Lee Spicer. Siobhan Colleen Steffert. Emma Caitlin Sim. Tada Winashe Winnie Tomu. Carmen Jane Walker. Jordan Mihi Walker. Wikitoria Awatea Watling. Dana Kathleen Williams. Marion Michelle Witham. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Communication the graduand I am about to name, Ellen Florence Giltrap. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Education the graduands I am about to name. Grant Elston Davies. Karen Joy Dell. Gaywin Janet Shipham. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Resource and Environmental Planning the graduand I am about to name, James William Miguel. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Te Aho Taitarangi, Bachelor of Teaching Māori Medium, Diploma Māori Education, the graduand I am about to name. Te Awe Hinea Ahuanir Davis. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma of Teaching, Early Childhood Education, the candidate I am about to name, Aya Anita Frost. Thank you, Chancellor.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Certificate in International Security the candidate I'm about to name, Nora Mere Fuiono. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Education the candidates I'm about to name, Maria Fiesel, Big Ha Fan, Nikki Mahara Wawatai with distinction, Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in International Development the candidate I am about to name, Divya Jos. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in International Security the candidates I am about to name, Sarida Mohammed Saji. Stuart Walker with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Museum Studies the candidates I am about to name. Lauren Eileen McNamara with distinction. Trudy Ann Taupa. Holly Tuhimaraikura Tafio with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Planning the candidate I am about to name, Nina Lavinia Pivac. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Social Sector Evaluation Research the candidate I am about to name, Fiona May Johnson. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Analytics the graduand I am about to name, Anastasia Iahovskaya. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Applied Linguistics the graduand I am about to name, Linda Sheila Beetson with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Arts the graduands I am about to name, Guillaume Barreto Jib, Mikey Franziska Guskin with distinction. Michael Allen Hunter. Heath Alexander Hutton with distinction. Stephanie Jane Mace. Kirsty McPherson. Jessica Amy Thompson with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Education the graduands I am about to name, Ramola Sanjay Ladage, Chintana April Watson, Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of International Development the graduands I'm about to name, Shireen Mohammed Rafat Faraj Mohammed Ali. Liselle Catherine Finlay, Masterate Scholar with Distinction. Jemalrut Tamparong Teng. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of International Security the graduand I'm about to name, Katerina Zaima Ibrahim. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Resource and Environmental Planning the graduand I'm about to name, Andrew Charles George Hill. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Teaching and Learning the graduand I am about to name, Simon Alistair Manning-Jones. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the postgraduate diploma in psychological practice the graduand I'm about to name, Delta Rose King. Chancellor, the degrees are also conferred and the certificates and diplomas are also awarded to those who are in absentia. Thank you, Chancellor.
Kia ora mai. It's now my pleasure to invite Stephanie Den to make a valedictory address on behalf of the students. Stephanie graduated as Massey Scholar with a Bachelor of Arts degree majoring in psychology in 2006. Completing her master's degree in 2010, she received a scholarship enabling her to continue further education. During her time as a student, she has worked as a graduate assistant, senior tutor, and research officer, and even found the time to get married and have 2 children along the way. She is now a lecturer, teaching first-year psychology and core Bachelor of Arts courses, and looks forward to continuing her journey at Massey as a member of the academic community. Today, Stephanie graduates with a PhD in psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Stephanie to the stage.
Tēnā koutou katoa, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of Council, university staff, fellow graduates, whānau and friends. It is an honour to be speaking on behalf of such a talented and creative group of graduates today, sharing in the pride and accomplishment that surrounds us here in this room. The roads that we travelled to get to Massey University and the pathways we took once we arrived here are diverse. Yet, we unite together through the experience of what it means to be a student here. The qualifications we receive today tell both our individual and collective student stories. Stories of how we began with purpose, with questions, goals and ambitions, of how we fell in love with learning and had to juggle many commitments and responsibilities to follow that love. Stories of how we forged amazing friendships that helped us to survive and thrive here. And our stories also spoke of obstacles that we had to overcome when our journeys became difficult, and of the many sacrifices that we had to make along the way, such as time spent with loved ones, sleep, perhaps even our sanity at times. Our stories are not easy stories, and there may have even been moments when we thought we might not make it. But look around you. We made it. Through commitment, hard work and passion, we stuck to our pathways and persevered. Today, we tell our stories of journeys well-travelled, achievements well-earned, and the resilience and dedication that was required to make it to the end. Congratulations. And we have not been alone on our paths. Thank you, whānau and friends, for walking beside us each step of the way. You have gifted us your encouragement and your strength. You've been our loudest cheerleaders, and you've held us together in times of struggle. We are here today in large part because of how amazing your support has been. And thank you to the staff of Massey for seeing and believing in our talents and possibilities, for sharing your knowledge and experience, and for igniting and protecting the flames of our academic passions. And of course, we students have always had each other, right? Understanding each other's excitement, being there for one another in the hard times, and like today, celebrating our accomplishments together. Thank you, fellow travellers, for your comfort and your company. Today does not mark the end of our journey, but instead a new chapter of our stories unfolding. We begin this new chapter with everything that we gained in our time here at Massey, and our roads and pathways forward are now limitless. As the astronomer Carl Sagan once said, exploration is in our nature. We began as wanderers and are wanderers still. We have lingered long enough on the shores of the cosmic ocean. We are ready, at last, to set sail for the stars. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou.
Tēnā koe, Stephanie. Thank you for your beautiful kōrero. Ngā mihi nui. Kia koe. We will now proceed with the conferment of doctoral graduates. Vice-Chancellor.
Chancellor, a doctorate, either a PhD or a professionally named doctorate, is the highest research degree awarded by the university. The successful completion of a doctorate represents a significant achievement. Through the submission of a sustained piece of research expressed in the production of a written thesis of no more than 100,000 words, or a creative work of equivalent size and scope, or via a series of publications, candidates are expected to make an original contribution to knowledge in a specific field of study. Candidates will typically spend 3 to 4 years of full-time research solving a problem or addressing a particular set of questions. An international panel of experts then examines the resulting body of work through both written and oral examination. Doctoral research is challenging and represents a huge commitment to advancing research and scholarship. We honour the achievements of our doctoral graduates by formally welcoming them into the academic and scholarly communities, and we acknowledge their entitlement to be called Doctor. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Doctor of Clinical Psychology the graduands I'm about to name. Nicole Margaret Cameron. Adolescents and young adults with cancer experience a range of psychosocial interactions, some of which may impact their developmental trajectory. Ms. Cameron found psychosocial interactions and developmental stage appeared to influence young people's experience of cancer. Chancellor, Dr. Cameron. Catherine Mary Whitehouse. Miss Whitehouse investigated whether emotional loneliness, and social isolation affected cognitive performance in the older adult. Analyses showed that current and past emotional loneliness had a detrimental impact on cognition, and that those who were emotionally lonely but not socially isolated had poorer cognition. Results highlight the need for older adult assessment and the importance of close confidants in the older adult. Chancellor, Dr. Whitehouse. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Doctor of Philosophy the graduands I am about to name. Pawina Chatsang Noen. Mrs. Chatsang Noen explored the English language needs for an English for Specific Purposes course for a food science and technology program at a university in Thailand. Her research highlighted the use of needs analysis as an ongoing process within course development. She developed a redesigned needs analysis model which could be adapted for use in national and international contexts. Chancellor, Dr. Chatsang Noen. Stephanie Den, Doctoral Scholar. Aotearoa New Zealand's increasingly institutionalised response to domestic violence has struggled to reduce our alarmingly high rates of violence against women and children. Critically analysing and challenging how men are currently held to account within systems of intervention, Ms. Den identified how ethical approaches to non-violence could change collaborative community responses. Chancellor, Dr. Den. Noor Fatima. Ms. Fatima offers a comparative analysis of collections of Pakistani folk tales published at key points in the nation's history, focusing on folk tales from the now divided Punjab region. Her analysis highlights the historic cultural work, including gendered, religious and political, performed by editors and collectors, translators, and the tales themselves, and included her own English translation of a collection originally translated from Punjabi into Urdu. Chancellor, Dr. Fatima. Jeremy William Harpeter. Utilising kaupapa Māori methodologies, Mr. Harpeter examined 4 interrelated case studies of how Māori culture was included within New Zealand rugby. Results concluded that respectful inclusion of Māori culture in rugby-related environments can provide spaces for enhanced well-being and encouraged a spirit of cultural inclusion. However, the research suggested that when including Māori cultural elements into marketing or sports teams and programs, the impact upon Māori well-being should always be paramount. Chancellor, Dr. Harpeter. Roy Horara. Heart to Heart, He Nāko Mahaki explores the patient experience of 20 Indigenous men who, from Australia and New Zealand, who have accessed specialist treatment for heart disease. Mr. Hoirara used a mixed method research approach which theorised that Indigenous men co-construct their patient journey by relying on their principal health professional, but also hospital staff, community support workers and family whānau along their patient journey. Chancellor, Dr. Hoirara. Janet Zoe Jordans. Lecturers are major contributors to student learning and, hence, quality of university education. Dr. Jordan's research found that science lecturers viewed quality teaching and learning in science in a variety of ways, and that reflective practice was the main driver of changes in teaching, but this did not always lead to action. She proposed the need for teacher agency to overcome this. Chancellor, Dr. Jordans. Katie Knapp, Doctoral Scholar. One's ability to switch between tasks should be related to working memory, as both processes involve controlling attention. Ms. Knapp's research explored why previous studies had failed to find this expected relationship. The results showed that when more sensitive measures of task switching were utilised, a relationship between these constructs was found, highlighting a number of methodological considerations. Chancellor, Dr. Knapp. Monica Koya. Māori experience significant access barriers to timely cancer care services. Ms. Koya examined the roles of Māori cancer navigators and their contribution to the patient whānau cancer journey. Her findings are presented in He Pito Ora framework and show better integration of these roles will help address fragmentation in cancer care and provide continuous supportive care to patients and whānau. Chancellor, Dr. Koya. Ju Han Lee. Mr. Lee's research offered a detailed and systemic analysis of the recent foreign policies on Syria crafted by the United States and Iran. Drawing on Norman Fairclough's model of critical discourse analysis, he found that diplomatic language expressing views on matters of war and peace is seldom apolitical and can be shaped significantly by institutional practices and socio-cultural contexts. Chancellor, Dr. Lee. Rhonda Lee McKelvey, Doctoral Scholar. Nurse short staffing increases the risk of patients not leaving the hospital alive. Despite some gains, a decade into implementing New Zealand's evidence-based staffing strategies, district health boards have yet to deliver widespread material improvements to staffing and patient safety at the front line. Ms McKelvey's research provides a detailed description and analysis of how aspects of the strategies actually work in everyday hospital settings. Chancellor, Dr. McKelvey. Diane Muller, Doctoral Scholar. Ms Muller conducted a mixed method study on the sleep health of Māori and non-Māori preschoolers in Aotearoa, New Zealand. She found that ethnic and socioeconomic inequities existed as early as 3 to 4 years of age. Social determinants of children's sleep included institutional racism, material and financial resources, employment, housing, social support, early childhood education and health services. Chancellor, Dr. Muller. Annette Mary O'Sullivan. Wool bale stencils have had a significant presence in New Zealand for over 150 years. In this research, Ms O'Sullivan documented the history and explored the use and meaning of wool bale stencils in New Zealand culture. She confirmed they are significant items of rural cultural heritage and preserve the memory of a disappearing history. Chancellor, Dr. O'Sullivan. Paule Ruffieux.
Te piko o te mahuri tērā, te tupu o te rāko, tō moko puna te maiti nei, e kauinga ka papa Māori, he oranga mo tātou, ai Māori e, ngā mihi atu rā ki a koutou katoa e.
Chancellor, Ms Rufus explored the process of decolonisation and the experience of Māori social workers and Māori social work students. She linked the results to social work education and advocates for change in the current curriculum inside practice and at policy level to support a decolonising focus as a central tenet of social work in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Chancellor, Dr Rufus. Natalie Frances Slade, Doctoral Scholar. Refugee solidarity campaigns can stereotype refugees as helpless victims. By critically analysing the New Zealand media campaign to raise the refugee quota, Ms Slade's research has provided valuable insight into the relationship between discourses of solidarity, national identity, and refugee representation in advocacy campaigns. Interviews with former refugees highlighted the various ways they contested and redefined the refugee label to construct their own identities. Chancellor, Dr Slade. Tim Upperton, Doctoral Scholar. Frederick Seidel's poetry has been discussed by both admirers and detractors in a confessional context. Mr Upperton argued that although Seidel's poetry used confessional strategies, it looks outward rather than inward. His research investigated the anti-confessionalist status of the lyric I in Seidel's poetry, and he furthered this investigation in a collection of his own poems. Chancellor, Dr Upperton. Tiffany Melinda Vague. Young people who live in out-of-home care and adults who have lived in out-of-home care as young people experience trauma and stigma throughout their lives. Ms Vague explored sexuality and relationships across the lives of this population. The results demonstrated that romantic relationships offered connection at a personal level to those who had experienced a lack of connection, and inclusion at a social level to those who experienced a lack of inclusion. Chancellor, Dr Vague. Margaretha Vandenberg. Ms Vandenberg conducted a mixed method study on fatigue risk management systems, specifically to the needs of cabin crew. Her findings highlighted the importance of considering workload, the cumulative effects of fatigue across an entire ultra-long range trip and roster worked, the need for company support and sufficient rest, for adequate rest, a recovery and work-life balance. Chancellor, Dr Vandenberg. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Doctor of Science the graduand I'm about to name. Michael Wallace Ross. Professor Ross has studied sexual minority populations, particularly gay and bisexual men, looking at the impact of internalised homophobia on mental health and on their sexual risk behaviour. During the HIV pandemic, he researched the epidemiology and psychological predictors of sexual risk behaviour in sexual minorities and injecting drug users. He published some of the first studies of sexually transmitted infections, including HIV on gay and bisexual men in East Africa, and on teaching sexual health history taking and counselling to health professionals in Tanzania. Chancellor, Dr. Ross. Thank you, Chancellor. Would all our graduates please stand? He honore nui te whakatau atu I a koutou, hei raukura o te kuninga ki pūre huroa. It is my great honour to welcome you as alumni of Massey University. The award of a university degree carries many privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I charge you as graduates of Massey University to use what you have learned for your own betterment and for the benefit of your communities. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and discovery. I charge you to remember the lessons Massey University has taught you about the worth of others, particularly those who've not had the opportunities that you have had. I charge you to set goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. And in all that you do, I charge you to be deserving of the good name of Massey University. You may now be seated.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor, and thank you, Council Member Jackie Hoffman, for your assistance to me today, and thank you, graduates, for your understanding. We now come to the conclusion of our wonderful ceremony today, and what a wonderful day it has been. So once more, can we just give a round of applause to our beautiful graduates. And one more to all the supporters, parents, uncles, aunties, friends, and to the wonderful staff. Thank you all. At the conclusion of this ceremony, guests are requested to remain in their seats until the processions have assembled in Broadway Avenue. We ask you please join our procession to the square, where we hope you will join and mix and mingle with your graduates, our staff, family and friends who have all been part of your graduates' successful journey. I therefore declare this congregation to be adjourned. Please, ladies and gentlemen, be upstanding and join with us in a rousing rendition of our national anthem to close our hui today.